You're listening to Alexinder Riyat on Lyca Radio.
Okay, it's time for me to introduce my special guest for tonight here on Lyca Radio. Now, it's one I've been waiting for a long time. I'm very excited to do. It is a little bit of a slight fanboy moment for me, but don't worry, guys, I'll keep it professional for radio. This is someone who's famous for their trademark fusion sound, with their both Asian and Western influences, over 1 billion views on YouTube with hit singles you will have heard like Tingo and Suit Suit, racking up the views over the years, and currently our Lyca number 20, the top 20 number one, should I say, with Mere Naal Nachna. Joining on the line, this is Arjun.
Thank you, man. Wow. Sick intro, epic intro.
I did that job well. How are you doing?
It's very well. I'm good, man. How are you? How's things?
I'm good, thanks. How's your day been?
I'm just saying, I'm having a bit of a mad because my heating's broken down, so I'm freezing at the moment, but I'm wrapped up.
Worst time.
Vibes. I know it's the worst time for it to break down, but fingers crossed I'll get it fixed. But yeah, otherwise not much really, not a whole lot. Just kind of constantly promoting the new song right now on Instagram, the non-stop promo. But yeah.
Yes, of course. Congratulations on releasing Mere Naal Nachna. We're loving it here at Lyca. Obviously, our number one track at the moment.
Thank you very much, man. Much love to you for choosing it as number one. Yeah, sick. Thank you.
That was obviously no other choice this week. But thank you very much for coming onto the show. It's your first time on the Desi Right show with me. Yes. And before we start, I have to say a special mention to you, because when I first started on radio, you were the first artist to ever repost me jamming to your music. So
okay.
Thank you.
I've seen you on either TikTok or Twitter. I know you're pretty active on the dance set. Pretty sure.
Well, that's what
come a long way since then, I'm sure. So that's good, man.
that's what lockdowns made me do. Nothing else to do at home.
TikTok, literally, like I feel like all I see is TikToks these days now. It's like just literally like it's taking over the world, pretty much TikTok. So
well, you've got your Mere Naal Nachna challenge on at the moment.
Yes. So trying to get involved in the whole reels game with a bit of a
become an Insta celeb.
Teamed up with a wicked this dance company from the US actually. Well, I mean they're actually between here and the US. Afro Desi, who you might have heard of.
Yeah.
Who's a dope dancer. So I've been kind of observing their stuff from afar, and then he's actually in London now. So we're having a chat about doing a little challenge, and that's kind of taken off. It's actually doing really well. Lots of amazing dancers around the world. I'm quite shocked as to how, because it's kind of got quite a garagey feel. So I like the fact that it's kind of has that old school nostalgic UK garage vibe, but kind of with a bit of a kind of a modern twist to it. So big up Akash for the choreo for that. Sure.
Yeah, big up Afro Desi. Their routines are sick. So let's talk about Mere Naal Nachna then. So it has been a little bit different for you. Your first time singing in Punjabi on the single. How did that come about? What prompted you? Had you got sick of Mickey and have you got sick of Mickey and Guru? I just did it myself.
Yeah. Yeah. Kind of. I mean, I think for me, I've been trying to kind of learn Hindi and Punjabi slowly. I've obviously been more of an English R&B artist in the past. I'd always kind of take Hindi choruses from Bollywood songs or Punjabi hooks from Guru or Mickey, and as you know, as great as that is, I think as an artist, it's good to kind of try and evolve and grow. So this was that kind of phase 2, kind of trying to incorporate my own Punjabi. So I wrote the melody, and I actually got help from Mickey and Guru. Mickey to write the lyrics, and Guru for the accent pronunciation. So that was actually pretty high profile helpers there, helperels.
not too shabby there.
Yeah. So shout out to Mickey for helping me to pen the hook. And yeah, kind of obviously like since Tingo, we've been working on a few other songs. I think one for his project as well, which should be out pretty soon. So that's exciting.
Oh.
There's been a lot of like lockdown Zoom sessions. It's quite a weird one because you can't really be in studio together. Obviously, everything's kind of distant. So lots of like FaceTimes, WhatsApp calls, Zooms. But it's been fun actually. I think it's been a time to kind of get creative because obviously there hasn't been any shows. We did one drive-in show. That was quite fun. But other than that, literally for the last 6 months or 8 months, there's been literally no show. So it's been a good time to create. So I've been locked away in the cave, basically on. The main focus has been my own songs, but also doing a few covers, like a few kind of bedroom covers.
I was going to say, yeah,
kitchen.
Wasn't going to ask the what have you been doing during lockdown question, because you're very, very busy making those covers and videos yourself, I believe.
Yeah, so that was again a new skill that I learned is to kind of shoot with a SLR camera, Canon 5D. Just to shoot these basically budget home videos. But I think it's kind of like going back to my old days of why this call a D, that kind of home video, which I think fans have actually enjoyed, because I've been obviously kind of doing more high budget videos the last few years. It has that kind of more raw feel to it. So it's been fun. I've kind of run out of rooms to use. I've used like every room in my bedroom. I've used the studio. I've used the balcony. So I think I've got to find maybe a kitchen or something. Let's see. But yeah,
kitchen. You'll be in the toilet next.
That's a bit of a weird one, but yeah, make a shower. That could work. But, yeah, man, it's been fun. I think most of us have been trying to innovate and just do something to fill the time. It's been a very strange period, of course, for artists in general. So yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I was going to say that it kind of reminded me of your early days with your first Why the Scholar remix, and like taking you back to almost 10 years ago now when that first came out.
I know, getting old. That's 2011, right? It's maybe like, literally 9 years, about this time, 9 years ago. That was this kind of the start of everything for me. So that was, that was, that was my old bedroom in my parents' house. That was a while back. But I actually think that kind of has given me the time to kind of get back into producing my own songs. Because for the last kind of year or two, I've been more singing and performing and not really writing and producing as much. So it's been nice to have a chance to produce my own songs again, get back in the studio, kind of upgrade my studio at home, and it's actually been quite a nice vibe for the last few months. So
I was going to ask you as well, with those covers that you've been doing, obviously you've been mashing up some Bollywood, some Punjabi, and mixing it with English. What's your kind of process behind choosing the songs and writing the English part? Is it just the vibe you're feeling?
Yeah, I mean, it tends to be, obviously, I mean, the ones I've done have been fairly recent Bollywood songs, obviously songs that I tend to kind of connect with or vibe with. It tends to be the more kind of, with Bollywood, I actually prefer the more kind of romantic ones. With Punjabi, I tend to prefer the more upbeat dance ones. I think I'm not really a massive fan of that many Bollywood club songs recently. So I think also doing a mashup and a cover kind of acoustically, it makes sense to do like a more of a lovey-dovey one, to be honest with you. So Shy obviously made sense for that. And one or two old school songs, old school meaning like 2000s, Ashiki 2, I did a mashup of a song from that. So I think, it's kind of basically what I'm feeling. Generally just browse my playlist, the internet, that's the vibe really.
See what's going on. So lockdown has been fairly creative for you, and I've been lucky to see you live twice in this weird year that's been 2020.
Okay. What was the two times? The drive-in concert, was it, or?
Yeah, so I saw you at the drive-in and then for Natasha concert earlier this year. Although that seems like ages ago.
Lifetime ago. Literally, a decade ago. That was only actually in Feb this year, but it feels like it was like 10 years ago, because it's like a different life almost. Like it was actually actual people at a concert. That was pretty weird.
You're allowed to see people and stand so close to each other at a concert.
Yeah, I'm just glad that concert happened a month before. If that had been a month later, then that would have been a whole bunch of planning kind of like ruined really. So that was about 6 months of planning for that show. And thank God the lockdown started in March, not in Feb. So yeah,
literally just missed that one, but glad it happened before.
Yeah, sure, definitely.
All right, so we're going to do a few quick fire lighthearted questions now, aside from music, and I just want you to think the first thing that you think of when I say the question. So first one is most embarrassing thing you've done whilst performing on stage.
Quite a few actually. I slipped over a few times. I've definitely once I remember I accidentally brought two girls on stage instead of one to sing to. And it's really awkward to say when I sing to one, and it was a bit of a three-way situation. That was a bit awkward. There's been a few times where actually there's been some really funny people that come on stage. Sometimes it's like it's hard to gauge, because there's some people that are really confident and they kind of grab the mic from you and start singing and dancing along. And
I am Arjun.
Yeah, and then there's some people who are really shy and kind of just like stand there like a complete statue, and it's quite hard to kind of sing to them. But I think anyway, there's been some fun episodes with girls on stage. But yeah, I've fallen over a few times. I've actually almost fallen in Toronto. I almost literally slid off the stage pretty much. That was pretty embarrassing. But
Oh dear.
that was bad. Yeah, there's a few of those.
Cool. I'll try not to look back for them. When you've been on stage and you finished and you're leaving, what's the first food you want to go and eat?
Oh, depends. If it's like a late night club show, then it tends to be on the motorway, some rubbish like Mackie D's, KFC type thing. I try and avoid it, but I mean at that time of the night, it's hard to. I mean, if
Not much else.
Yeah, if we were showing like Birmingham or something on the way back home, then always Mackie D's. But generally speaking, I'm a sushi fan, so I literally eat sushi almost every day. That's my current obsession. So
I've never actually had sushi.
Really? Okay.
No,
well, it's not a very Indian thing. I think Indians are more to Chinese food and obviously our own food. But I think it tends to be like a healthier option, less fried. So try it out and see what you think.
I'll have to try and let you know. Okay, last thing. This might be an easy one for lockdown, but the last thing you've binge watched.
I actually haven't watched that. I watched the Michael Jordan documentary recently. That was really good. 10 episodes of that. I finished Game of Thrones, which I was like close to finishing. I haven't watched that many series. I've watched I watched Star Wars Mandalorian, bit geeky, but shout out to Samir for that one. And I haven't watched any of these like big popular trending. I haven't watched Tiger King. I haven't watched what's the one that everyone's watching right now?
The Crown.
The Crown I've not watched either. Is that good? Give me some tips. Like, what should I be watching? I'm trying to avoid like wasting my whole life away, but what can I watch? What's a good
Oh gosh,
show?
you turned the interview around now. What have I watched recently? I watched The Fall. That was quite good.
Yeah,
that's more thrillery. I've been watching a really for lunchtime when I'm at work and I only have like an hour, and to make food I've been watching Benidorm, which is really bad.
Benidorm. I'm actually not heard of that. What's that?
It's like really binge watching TV. It's a load of Brits abroad in Spain.
Oh wow, sounds trashy.
Yeah, really trashy. I'm trying to think of something good I've watched.
Jersey Shore vibe. Yeah, I tend to. Well, I actually don't mind a bit of trashy TV now and then. Like Love Island, I can just about watch.
Well, I'm watching something really good at the moment. Actually, I'm watching Industry on BBC. That's very good.
Okay. One really good thing to watch, the Social Dilemma. That's actually.
Really yeah, watch that.
I'd watch that. If you're watching this, watch that show.
Watch the Social Dilemma.
And the Trump show. Also, I'm quite into the US politics right now. So the Trump show on BBC iPlayer is really good as well.
There you go. You got some recommendations from Arjun there. That's it. You talked about intellectual. Yeah, not like mine. You talked about Social Dilemma. Actually, it's an interesting point. I've always wondered. This is a weird question, but when you have the number of followers you have on Instagram, when you go on it, is your phone just like blowing up?
Yeah, I mean, I turn the alerts off, so I don't really get it. Until I'm in the app itself. Instagram, I tend to only be able to look back at like the last maybe hour or so of what's been happening. So if you tag me in, I don't see it. My bad. But there used to be a function actually where you could actually look at every single mention on your story. I think with the blue tick, that option was there, but now it's gone. So I can't even see that. I had to kind of manually go through every single DM, which takes a long time. So I don't always do that. But at the moment I am, because of my challenge, I'm actually kind of avidly in the DMs checking out. So now's a time to DM me. I mean, not like that, but like
slide in the DMs now.
It's time to tag me in a dance video.
in an appropriate dance video.
Yeah, not DM like that. No. Or maybe. Okay.
You said it. So you've kind of been singing in Punjabi with this last song you released. What is the direction that you think is going to shape the future over the next maybe 5 years of your singing career?
My career. Well, I kind of tend to. I mean, my thing, I guess, has always been fusion. So I've always had at the core of it all has been English R&B, but I've always kind of mashed up with Hindi, actually with South Indian, with Tamil, with Punjabi. I think it's always been a fusion of English and something else. So I think that will always remain as the core. I do some kind of pure English songs as well, just straight up English. I haven't done a pure Hindi song. I'm not sure that I'm good enough yet at Hindi, but hopefully in the next year or two I can kind of up my game in Hindi and Punjabi and do like a Punjabi song. But I mean, for me, I love collaboration. I love to, collaborate with other artists who kind of bring their vibe stuff. So I've done a whole bunch of, awesome. This last year actually has been really good collabs wise. I've done a whole bunch of varied collabs with different artists from, from other kind of unexpected languages. Like Nish, we did a Bengali song. Kasha Eshwana. I did a Tamil song just now with TJ, who's from the UK, killing in India right now. Obviously done a song with First Man, who's Dutch, Pakistani Dutch. We did a Punjabi song with him. Did a song with Mumsy, did a song with Jazz Dami, did a song with Nikki, did a song with, so it's been quite a...
All right.
Collaborative year. For sure. So I tend to like that kind of, I mean, I like to kind of bounce off other artists as well and kind of catch their vibe. So, I mean, yeah. So, I mean, I think I've gone a bit of a tangent from the question. The question was next 5 years, what's the plan? So I think the plan is to kind of just do everything. I think I'm not really a one trick pony. I tend to try and kind of just, bounce around, do different things, bit of Bollywood, bit of Punjabi. But I think the key thing is the fusion of English as well.
The fusion, nice. And is there anyone that you would love to collab with that you haven't already?
Yeah, so many. Well, in the Asian scene, or just generally in life.
Generally in life, anyone?
In life, obviously, I mean Drake, Burna Boy, Jay-Z. In the Asian scene, I think I love to work with someone who's kind of part of this kind of new, I guess, Punjabi kind of rap vibe. Sidhu, Karan Aujla, AP Dhillon, all these guys that were kind of. I guess that's the kind of the current trend of music right now in the Asian scene, that kind of Punjabi meets trap vibe. And also from India, I mean, like Diljit would be great. Diljit would be a good one. But yeah, I think for me, I think that obviously in the Western world, the Afrobeat scene is right now is super dope. So Burna Boy probably like number one on the list for sure. Burna Boy.
Cool. Well, we'll see that happen at some point, hopefully.
Yeah.
We hope. Okay, it's time for the game. Which, whenever I say that to every guest, you just gave me them eyes. You gave me the Arjun eyes, the crazy ones. Don't worry.
I have very weird eyes.
Seeing as you've now started singing in Punjabi and you've done some Hindi, and you're learning, I thought it'd be fun to try and get you to translate as many of the tracks I've selected from their languages into English.
Okay.
So I've not made them hard. I've tried not to make them too hard.
All right.
And if you can't do it, you just say skip.
All right.
Okay. We'll see how many you can get through.
Try.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. First one. Kabhi khushi, kabhi gum.
Sometimes happiness, sometimes sadness.
Yeah. Got that one.
Sometimes.
There you go.
Literally, it means sometimes. Kabhi khushi. Yeah. Sad. Wait, khushi means happy. Gum means sad, right?
There you go. See, you're already perfecting it. You've done your lessons well. Kala chashma.
Black sunglasses.
Got it. Lal kagra.
Red chunni, red scarf. No, red trousers.
Red dress, I think.
Red dress. Okay. Kadra. Okay, fine.
Close. 50. Okay. This one we'll hope you get. Shayad.
Maybe.
Yeah. Kabhi alvida na kehna.
Kabhi alvida na kehna. Oh, that one I don't. Alvida. Something to do with memory? Remembering something? No.
Sort of.
Forgotten?
Kind of. Right lines.
What is it? What does it mean?
Never say goodbye, I think.
Oh yeah, never say goodbye. Goodbye. Yeah.
I forgot to say a disclaimer here. I can't speak Hindi professionally.
Okay.
So
Where
my
are you
translation.
Are you not Indian?
I'm Punjabi.
Punjabi.
So I can do like bits and bobs.
Okay.
I've just picked it up along the way.
You're like me. Okay, cool.
So it's fine. So no judgment here. Next one's one of my favorite songs. Dum Hi Ho.
It means like you are. Hang on. You're the one, like only you kind of thing. Like
yeah, you got it.
You're sick, basically. You're sick.
You are dope. Okay, next one. Nachan no ji karda.
Nachan ho ji karda. That's Punjabi.
Yeah.
So something to do with dancing.
I hope you got that bit.
Ji karda. Nachan ho karda. Dance. Say yes. I don't know. Dance.
Like, yeah, you feel like dancing. You want to dance.
Feel like dancing. Okay, yeah.
You want to dance. Okay, cool. Next one, Chalo.
Let's go.
Yeah. And Din Beg.
10 shots.
Din.
Din.
Like din. Yeah.
Day shots. Din.
No, din. Din.
10.
The number.
10.
No, din. No, din.
Oh.
I'm saying skip that one. I was trying to say din, but it's not going over there. Like
What is
din,
it?
like 3.
Oh,
Din Beg.
Teen.
Like
Is it teen?
Din. Din. Oh, I'm saying it bad.
Okay, fine. Three shots.
Yeah. Okay. Humdum.
Ooh.
You might know the name of the song because it's Rishi Rich and
Shaggy and Rishi. What was it? Humdum. Hum means we. Dum means you.
yeah, me and you.
Me and you. Okay, sorry.
Me and you, you and I.
Okay. Fine.
There you go. I think you did alright on that. There you go.
I have this auntie on Skype who teaches me on Hindi. So
seriously,
shout out to Anchal. Anchal is my Hindi teacher.
Anchal's getting a shout on Lyca.
Yeah.
There you go. I'd say you're ready to go. Yeah, you've improved.
One or two bit of lapses there, but otherwise not too bad.
All right, you're ready to go record a song now.
Yeah, well, I've already done quite a few already, but
well, that brings us nicely onto our last question. What's coming next that you're allowed to say? Yeah,
so I've been working on an album. So this was the first single, which has just dropped, and then the next one is a bit of a different vibe. It's a bit of a slow ballady vibe, and that's coming out pretty soon. And then third single, hopefully, I think I'm going to space them out a little bit because we're not sure how long lockdown will last. So the aim is to drop them kind of when there's shows kind of starting again. Because it's a weird vibe having a song out and not being out and about, kind of being at home on Zoom. So I think we're going to try and delay the album. Probably be early next year. I'm hoping it'll come out. So that's my projects. A few more collabs, hopefully a few shows eventually once things open up, and that's it really. Just back. I mean, it's been definitely a very weird year, so I can't wait for the next year to kind of commence. So yeah.
Hopefully you'll be able to be out there shooting some more videos, not from your bedroom.
Yes. Well, we shot one or two actually when it opened up for a week. For a month or two, we shot a few socially distanced videos which we just released now. So to everyone asking me, that was shot not during lockdown. I didn't break the rules. We shot that when things were open, and it was quite spaced out. If you see the club scene, it's all very like people are quite like wide apart. So it was all very carefully done with masks and stuff. So yeah,
all carefully done.
All the haters saying that I broke.
haters gonna hate.
Yeah.
Right. Well, thank you so much for coming on, Arjun. It's been great speaking to you, and like I said, one I've been very excited about doing on Lyca. And keep the music coming, and we'll keep it playing.
Much love, man. Thank you very much. I'll see you soon.
Perfect. Thanks for coming up.
Take care.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye.